Hi, this is Andrea, and today is Monday, September 24th, 2018, and I am here in beautiful southeastern Pennsylvania. I don't know why I'm saying that. So I wanted to talk about something. Let me take my sweater off. It's hot in here. I don't know if you can hear the fan, but it's actually starting to feel like fall outside, but for some reason it's still hot in my house. So, for the past couple of days, I've been taking a CBD extract. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a cannabinoid extract. It doesn't have the THC in it like marijuana has. It just has the cannabinoids, which are supposed to be anti-inflammatory and stuff like that. Now, in the past, I've used the lotions and stuff to put on my joints when my joints have been pretty bad. And this one that I'm taking right now, it's sublingual, like you stick it under your tongue. You like put a drop under your tongue and then you're supposed to leave it there for 30 seconds before you swallow it. I don't quite know what I think yet. I've been sleeping better and I've had less pain overall, and I don't know if you can tell, most people can't tell, but usually this thumb joint is really huge and it's not swollen at all. It's not been swollen at all today. They're usually the biggest joints that I have besides my knees, you know, when they swell up. So, like, my knees can get almost twice the size. They get so swollen. But, I don't know, because I feel like I'm still trying to get acclimated to it. So I'm going to try it for at least a week and see what I think. But I have been sleeping better. And because of that, it's kind of changing my sleep patterns, so I have to adjust to that. I don't know, have any of you tried any CBD for various reasons, and has it helped you? You don't have to go into your medical issues, but like, you don't have to say what diagnosis you have, but did you find less swelling, or were you able to sleep better? Whatever, were you more relaxed? Whatever you found that you're willing to share about it, I'd be interested. Because I've said this before, I've been on opioids before. I was on one for 3 years, and I finally got myself off of it, and I never want to go on one again. Most of them, you keep having to take more and more, and it does less and less for you. At least that's what I've found. And then once you want to get off of it, because it's not doing very much for you anymore, it's very hard to get off of. That's the opioids I'm talking about. So I'm not planning to ever go that route again. Yeah, I told my husband that I don't care what's going on, I don't want to be put on opioids, so, they can figure out something else. So, that's the first thing I want to talk about. Second thing is, my refrigerator's not working. I think I might have mentioned last week that the freezer, the fan hasn't been turning off on the freezer. And now something's broke where the refrigerator's not staying cold enough. So Bob called the repair guy, and he was going to try and come by today, but he was fully booked. So he's supposed to come by tomorrow. I hope it's not an expensive repair, because our fridge is only, I can't remember if he said it's 4 years old or it's just less than 4 years old. And we spent over $1,000 for it, and it's not even one of those fancy side-by-side things, So we have the stuff that we had in the freezer, we put that down in because we have a freezer in the basement that we hardly use. We used it when the kids were younger, because we used to stock up on meat and, make huge meals all the time when the kids were growing up, but now they're older and they go buy their own stuff. And I don't know if I'm losing my voice or what's going on. It is allergy time. It is allergy season. So we've got a cooler in the kitchen. I said, I feel like a caveman. We've got a cooler in the kitchen with ice in it, and it has our milk in it, and some lunch meat and cheese, and some cottage, or not cottage cheese, some cream cheese. Like, I don't even want to think about that stuff. I don't even want to think about it. I might not be here when the guy comes tomorrow. I might skip out. Well, Bob usually takes care of that stuff. So, yesterday was the first official day of autumn, and I have come up with my own autumn bucket list. I know a lot of people make these autumn bucket lists of stuff they want to do, but most of the stuff they want to do I'm not interested in. Like, people want to have pumpkin spice drinks and things like this. I'm not interested in that. So I made my own list. It's not long. These are the things I want to do this autumn. Hot mulled apple cider, which we usually do. Want to watch Beetlejuice, the movie, because I find it funny. Trudge through some leaves. I'm not jumping in leaves. Just trudge through them. Make pumpkin pie. Carve a pumpkin, maybe. Maybe I'll just get pumpkins and have the kids, my teenagers, they're 20-something. I don't know how old my kids are anymore. That's how you know your kids are grown up. I don't know how old they are anymore. Watch a new horror movie, like a horror movie I haven't seen before. Go on a hayride, which we might do that to go get a pumpkin, because there's farms in the area that take you out on a hayride and you go pick your pumpkin and they bring you back. Oktoberfest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, because most of the Oktoberfests are this weekend and I'm not going to be able to attend, but I guess I'm spoiled for Oktoberfest now that I went to the one in Munich last year, so I kind of want to have a mini one in the U.S., one with less drunk teenagers, I think, but still fun. Caramel apples or candy apples. I like candy apples, but they stick to your teeth, you know, and I like caramel apples. I don't know if I'm just going to get apples and dip them in caramel with some nuts. I don't know, seems like a lot of work. Maybe you can buy them. And the last thing is, write a short Halloween story, which I already have a couple ideas going around in my head for that. So that's my autumn bucket list. I don't have huge expectations, you know. I would say go to there's a nice, what is it called? It's like a place with all these trees. An arboretum. There's this nice arboretum near us. It's not that near us, but Tyler Arboretum, it has many different trees. I haven't been there in a very long time, but maybe we'll go there. Who knows? So do you have any special plans for autumn? Even if they're little things, you know, like walking down to the corner diner and having a slice of pumpkin bread or something. It's nice to have a little bit of that. I love when people start having the wood fires in their house. Like, there's a house across the street from us. Like, it's hard to explain where we live, because we're kind of between okay, so here's Philadelphia, right? And then here's all the suburban area, and then outside of that is rural. Well, we're right on the edge of suburban and rural. So we're in a little suburban area, but there's farms and things everywhere. So across from us is a dairy farm, and right next to it, which is not that farm's house, it's a different house, they use a wood stove. And how would I know they use a wood stove? I've lived here a long time. And they stack up a ton of wood and they go through it regularly, so trust me. Plus you can smell it. As soon as it starts getting cold, you go out the door and you smell the wood burning, and it smells amazing. So, yeah. I do like that smell. That's the smell of fall until it turns to winter. Then it's the smell of winter. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I think that's all I got to say. It's like a rhyme now. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.